Good evening, still community. How are we doing tonight? Basically, I want to tell you guys I'm very proud of the way things are going, how the channel's progressing. Please tell others about it. You guys smash that like button and sign up. Subscribe to the channel. And always give us a comment. Let us know where you're calling in from. Channel can be reached by HLR Stealth Info 1. And we're here to give, contribute, and show to our people. I got a question for the community. Have you ever noticed how the Democrats deny, lie, and never take responsibility for nothing they do? Always blaming someone else. I never seen a group of people so hateful and lie so much. And so far for this transitioning of power in the White House, nothing but lies. I am going to say something before I get started in it. Y'all can say what you want about Trump. He's got people that he knows in high places that are paid to keep our military open. You people wanting to tear up stores and rob stores because you're getting on here saying that we owe you, you're going to pay us our money. I'd be ashamed to get on this thing and say that. I'm a grown man. I provide for myself. And you families are that reliant on food. I hope y'all noticed something. We $37 trillion in debt. The American dollar doesn't value nothing. I think it's at 10%. Nothing. What are you going to do? Because there's a likely chance this just might be a touch of what we're going through, but we haven't reached the full length, the icing on the cake. When you can fight, jump all you want to, Walmart's made its trillions and billions of dollars. These companies pull out and they're gone. You can sit here and curse Walmart, Costco's, Publix, Winn-Dixie, Piggly Wiggly, whatever you want to do. They're gone. Because y'all saying it's Walmart's fault. How dare you? You shouldn't even fix your mouth to talk that way. We're going through the hard times that we've gone through. Did you not learn anything from suppression, slavery, and all that stuff? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Provide another way to sustain yourself. It shows in statistics some people getting over $120,000 a year in subsidizes from the government. And y'all are sitting here fighting for immigrants and stuff to be here, and you're that dependent on the government. The money's running out. You got to feed the money tree. You just can't keep taking from it. Okay, you can loot for a while. You can tear, destroy for a while. But ain't no law said these companies got to stay here and take that. They shut the door. They're gone. And you know the crazy thing about it? There's war that has started. And I never understood this, especially in the black race. The mom, I talked about it earlier, the mom and pop stores that our parents went through, it's practically almost a barter system, and you could write down for the eggs, the bread, the milk. And those older families knew because they'd been through the struggle. They helped your mom and dad. I even seen, I think it was on TikTok, how this one lady was crying, telling this young black man, I knew your mom, I knew your dad. They wouldn't approve of you coming here doing this. And they beat her within an inch of her life, robbed the store, took everything, and set it on fire. Ignorant. This is why I talk about the Jasmine Crockers and all that yelling and screaming. Let's find a solution. Every Democrat, Akeem, all of them, just yelling at you, screaming at you. It doesn't solve anything. It's not common sense. And you go and burn up the very little neighborhoods and these times and trials and situations that can help you. Y'all are real smart. Destroyed them. Burned them up. And they're already running on a zero advantage. Poor people can't afford to reopen a store, put in new shelves, freezers and all that stuff. One freezer can cost you 10 grand. Used to work in it. An open face freezer can cost you up to 10 grand easily. And it depends on the length of it. How many decks are there? Electric bill, $4,000 or $5,000 a month. But all y'all see is the moment, I'm going to go in here and trash this effort, and I'm going to do this and effort. F this and MF that and all that. Oh, you bad. All y'all on here crying about food now. When you could be learning how to cultivate the ground. If you stay in an apartment, you can get what they call big flower tubs. Buy you the mulch you need, wood chips you need, put it on top of plastic to seal and so it's not a bunch of water and stuff going places. I've seen myself people done remarkable jobs. 2 or 3 of those big tubs, even a big round washing tub, got tomatoes growing, got corn in another one, got cabbage. It's on the back of a patio. An apartment, 12 stories up. Don't tell me it can't be done. She said that she hadn't been to the store to buy produce in a year and a half. Now she's growing watermelons. And it's almost like a greenhouse. She can grow year round. She's got all of them on a roller. You got oxygen in your house because it's creating oxygen. You've got food. All kind of herbal plants and stuff. Sister's doing it. And she's staying in a freaking apartment. But y'all choose to run in the streets, hang on the corners. Oh, I got this, making all these babies. Now you whites out there doing the same thing too. All these dang babies. Oh, the government to take care. Used to be 60s, 70s. Oh, you got all kind of checks. The people we run thin. Our credit rating is a 0. Trump is trying his best, but the dollar things that are going on now that have been created, by Democrats. We've lost so far. We owe everybody. He can do the best he can, but he can't solve it all. We at that point. And you're going to see things like the dollar being monetized. You're going to see things like gold flying off the chart. You're going to see things like Bitcoin maybe going up to 300,000. Things are changing, people, and they changing overnight, not down the road. I watch this stuff, and I'm going to have to do it in the right way, because I don't want you people following me and say, oh, you know, Big Daddy said to do this and Big Daddy said to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not a financial advisor. But my goodness, people, let's get better than what we're doing. You sit here, you're like, I don't have the money to do that. Did you spend $25 on some hamburgers yesterday? Did you spend $150 on takeout? Did you buy something that wasn't a necessity? See, it's called control. It's called managing. And to me, if you yourself aren't worth $25 on extra 10 or 20 that you have, how can you say you don't have it? Did you buy some cigarettes? Did you buy that pack of Doritos and Pepsi that you didn't need? Instead of it being $5 for the set now, it's $15. And then when you open up the bag, it's not even full. You get a big bag of Doritos or whatever, open it up, it's halfway full. You got air. Was it worth it? Yeah, they putting stuff in the food to make you crave it. But again, it's called control. It's called strength. What is your network? What do you want for yourself? I think I'm worth over $1 million. Do I have it cash? No, probably not. Not your business. But I can work towards that. And believe me, that 25 turns to 50, 75, 100. You know how hard it is to get $100 when you ain't got it? Think about it. And all this destroying stuff, or I'm going to get mine and all this stuff, other people get ready to. Remember the saying of that sermon, I always tell you, open up the book and read the cover. Remember I told you, you can't keep kicking the little kitten in a chihuahua and don't expect it to do something. Because it's going to do something. And people are at that point. People are ready for you to do something stupid. They ready. The game is real, people. Ain't no joking with it no more. Y'all hate President Trump. You talk about him like a religion. What other president you know? Y'all talk about the tariffs. Oh, he's just going to ruin the country. The stock market's going to go down. And we're going to be in poverty. And it's inflaming our democracy. He's a king. He's a fascist. He's a Russian taking over everything. He's got no business charging everybody else. We got to get these bum judges in here and stop him from doing it. Yeah, right. He's trying to take $300,000, $300 million out of tariffs to give to you people to eat, to fund your cards, to give you your food stamps. Not because He's worried about what's happening because he cares about people. This man's not getting paid for one bit of this. Yak so Bernie Sanders, who needs to go home and sit down somewhere. Oh no, we can't lose our paychecks. We got Democrats here in Congress that have kids and stuff that have to feed their family. Do you hear what you saying, you big old blockhead fool? You and AOC. We don't care about the people we voted, put y'all in there. Take care of your people. You worry more about them, you got to get your paycheck. But you can hem the world up even for a year. You might take a year. Democrats say no matter how, take a year, whatever it takes. People ain't going to stand by and wait for y'all to settle this in a year. And they blame everybody. It ain't Trump's fault. It ain't Walmart's fault. It's Democrats' fault. They've been signing the same bill 15 times. And because they want to make a point, they hate Donald Trump so much. Forget Donald Trump. Forget how you feel. You're giving money to everybody else, Democrats, in the world. Take care of your people. Simple as that. Squash all that junk. We ain't worried about that. We have families in need. A lot of y'all don't need it. But there are a lot of elderly people that depend on that. A lot of disabled people that depend on that. Those will go through and figure out. Eventually, all the ones ain't supposed to be on it. But I've seen some healthy people on YouTube that can work. Young men talking about they ain't gonna not eat and all that. They gonna take it. He ain't going to work for nobody. Oh man, I want to call him a bad word. The Bible say those who don't work don't deserve to eat. You got 3 kids, this one dude was only talking about, he ain't gonna work. You gonna give him his food stamp. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Only you're talking like that. Your kids gonna grow up to be the same worthless nothings. Y'all take a look at this. It just makes me sick. Just, gets me how y'all think.
In a statement released today, she wrote in part, unceremoniously abandoning these neighborhoods will create barriers to basic needs for thousands of residents. While near-term arrangements will be made for workers, I fear that many will find that their long-term opportunities have been significantly diminished. And Southside elected officials are also responding, issuing a joint statement, and it reads in part, closing 4 stores in 5 days is unethical, especially since Walmart claims these stores have not been profitable since 2006. If Walmart cared about the community they belong to for nearly 2 decades, they would have implemented strategies to combat their rising prices, the likely root cause of their decline in part, obviously, a bit.
Okay. If Walmart cared about their people and what's transpiring, they would take a route. They would take a route to make sure that their people are taken care of. How does that make sense? It's not Walmart's fault. It's not Walmart's doing. This is what you guys talk about. You want to come into Walmart, and they're supposed to stay open and let you trash the stores like
2024 National Convention will be held in Chicago. This on the same day that Walmart announced it will close 4 stores in Chicago. That's half of its stores in the Windy City. The company said in a statement, quote, "The simplest explanation is that collectively our Chicago stores have not been profitable. These stores lose tens of millions of dollars a year. Their annual losses nearly doubled in just the last 5 years." James, we don't know how much of that is due to crime, but obviously Chicago, the crime has been out of control and continues to be. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to get any better. They obviously just had a mayoral election there, and unfortunately the mayor-elect has made it very clear that he is not going to change, that this is going to be a political environment where teachers' unions can...
America saw a wave of rioting supported by Democrat left circles. Even Joe Biden played to the defund the police tune, while Kamala Harris cheered on by promoting a radical bail fund. Sadly, pro-criminal policies followed, hitting small businesses hard. The justification? They have insurance. But insurance doesn't bring back lost jobs or community safety. Now, major companies, including CVS, are shutting hundreds of stores due to rampant theft, part of a concerning trend that's stretching thin the fabric of our urban centers. And let's not forget, even Target is closing shop in some areas due to theft and safety concerns. It's allowed wake-up call policies matter. Our cities and livelihoods are on the line. Dive deeper, get the whole story by tapping the link in our bio.
Stores are closing. Talk about going into CVS, Walgreens, robbing them and just taking stuff. You're hurting yourself. You're going to go into communities, this junk that Demani, whatever his name is, the governor that y'all going to put in charge of New York, got rich people moving out of there by the droves, going to Florida, Alabama, Tennessee. The country's being divided right down the middle. When y'all get with Mondani and he's got all these stores trying to tell them what the price, no matter what it came in at, they had to pay $12 for a watermelon. He's going to tell them to charge the people $8. You think they're going to stay open? See what you guys, no common sense. You people just going because he's saying free. This whole country is built on free. I'm glad my parents put their foot in my behind and made me work. Because you're used to it. And we, as a race of people, from what we've been through, should be used to it. But we have changed to alternate course. Want to sit down, look at video games, look at TV, look at sports, eat chicken wings, live in the worst habitat of places, but want the best. And if the guy down the road is living in the $1 million home, driving a nice Bentley, or Porsche, Ferrari, whatever, you mad, angry. Oh, he think he this, he think he's that. He might have worked 20, 30 years at getting that. Now he's old and retired. You think you had the right to come in there and just take it? Modani. Oh, we're going to charge the rich. Charge them. They've been paying taxes. You get certain levels, yeah, you can get by with more. But believe me, as you come up that level, you got to pay. Because you get caught in the crossfire. Oh, well, you make another 10,000, this puts you in that tax bracket. Or that puts you in that tax bracket. But to be owed something and mad at these companies from pulling out, and y'all think that's what they're supposed to do. Let you come in and raid them, destroy them, tear them up, and walk out and say you can't stop me and you ain't gonna stop me. Rude awakening. They not putting up with it. And y'all have created this concession of where they're supposed to do this. Just let you come in, take what you want. Or put a bunch of us together. They can't stop us all. Cops are getting tired. You're going to get what you're asking for. And I'm telling you, the little Chihuahua is getting tired. Where it be a big chain store. Rather be just a person in their home. Your home is your safe haven. It's your castle. You're working your butt off every day to pay for it. Somebody see you go to the grocery store. You come out with 3-4 bags of grocery. And you had to really cut stuff to get that. Because your light bills due, water bills due, phones bill due, car insurance due, pool service due, whatever, lawn service due. All these things you could do yourself, but you got to work so hard to make the hours up, so you pay the lawn man, you pay the pool service. It's called leveraging, really too high, but as a human being, you're taking responsibility and you're paying it. Now, the Bernie Sanders, the AOC, the Pocahontases, the Hakeem Jeffries, they all expect us to bow down, and they're so stupid. 37.5 trillion in debt. They want another 1.5 trillion to give to foreigners. And can't y'all wake up and see this? They don't care about you. It ain't the Democrats. I mean, it's not the Republicans that are holding the government open. They just signed the same thing a few months back. Nothing added into it. Straight bill, let's keep the government open and keep working at it. No. Schumer said every day that government closes, it is better for them. For who? You? Then you had one of the head Democrats come on there and said, this is one of the ways we have to use our leverage. But we take those families starving, no food, we take that very serious. And you people still coming back talking about this Donald Trump? It's not Donald Trump. She just told you to your face. But they know you can't catch nothing. You just out here in Pluto land. They telling you to fight. They telling you to harm people. And you listening. Feeding you the propaganda. And you little puppets on the string just running. But you a man. I got a gun. I'm going to take it. America wasn't built on punks. And all this chaos that's happening right now, Democrats are starting it. And if you think that you can run over people and take what they work hard for, you might get away with a few of them. But they ain't going to work on all of them. Let's take a look at this. Sad. Let's take a look at it.
The ranking member suggested that we condemn political violence, which surely we must all do. But then he suggested that we not try to pinpoint exactly which side the violence comes from. This seems to me confusing and misbegotten, as one cannot solve a problem if one does not know where the problem lies. In light of the murder of my friend Charlie Kirk by a leftist assassin, I am gratified to see that at least some members of our federal legislature are now confronting the consistent and escalating pattern of left-wing terrorism in the country. Lest I be accused of partisan invective, on September 23rd, no less an emblem of American liberalism than The Atlantic magazine published an article citing a recent study from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, admitting that the left is more violent today than the right. Less honest liberals, including members of Congress, continue to deny this fact. Democrat Congressman Seth Moulton, for example, reacted to Charlie's assassination by blaming the right. Congressman Moulton claimed that 3/4 of political violence in the United States comes from the right, while only 4% comes from the left.
Jeez.
That claim struck me, as it probably does many of you, as suspect. So I looked into just a few recent examples that came to mind of prominent left-on-right violence. The Covenant School Massacre in Nashville, in which a trans-identifying shooter murdered Christian school children after outlining her ideological motivations. According to authorities, there was no ideological motive there. Go figure. The Black Lives Matter riots, overtly leftist demonstrations that left dozens of people dead and over $1 billion worth of property damage. Likewise, those failed to show up on registers of left-wing political violence. Even an attack by Antifa that targeted me personally, as well as conservative college students for our political views, appeared in official records and data sets as nothing more than obstructing law enforcement. It turns out the left commits relatively little political violence when you don't count the political violence that the left commits.
People, we've got to stand up and get a hold of ourselves and what we are portraying to our kids, what we're showing, what we're emulating as a diverse of people. Democrats are evil to me, strictly my opinion, because anybody that can't accept their guilt and their wrong, and they, as soon as they open their mouth, they puffing it out, the left side of their mouth, the right side of their mouth, and in the front of their mouth, and look you right in your eyes. I say Democrats are pros. You put them on a lie detector test, they all have been schooled to lie, 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 and half of them are old dynasties. Back when the dinosaurs were here, and they still in Congress. Still there, tripping and falling, pooping on themselves, talking to you and just looking off in space. Then they come back to Earth 2 or 3 minutes later, and this is who leading the country. Slobbing at the mouth, 80, 89, 90, in wheelchairs, shaking and carrying on. Get out of here. Go. Get some new blood in. Good gracious. But that dollar got them. Nancy Pelosi's got over 300 million. Ooh, I got it. It's a drug to her. Honey, let's see if we can get 400 million. Her kids, her grandkids, her new generation, her old generation, third, fourth, and fifth, off this one person that got to worry about no money. Make that seem right. With the old behind. And our little brother, Nelson over there in California, doing the same thing. Same thing. If you look at him talk and look at her talk, they both using them hand. They got to use their hand because they got the fever. Man, They got them lines in them, and they popping. And look at them. Got the old California's over guy over there, Newsom. Him and Nancy, you know they can't. She's sitting there just a tripping. It's like they on the drugs. Talking. And betraying things to you that are nothing but lies. Let's look at this right quick, y'all. It's a party of weakness.
Telling you for some time now, the Democrats' new strategy to try to get an edge on Republicans is to try to create TikTok moments, viral video moments that will ricochet all over social media. And that was on full display today when Trump cabinet officials stepped into the ring. In the first round, we have Rosa, the Purple People Eater DeLauro versus HHS Secretary and Muscle Man, RFK Jr.
You talk about closing the generally recognized as safe or GRAS loophole, which allows food companies to determine the safety of their own ingredients, something that I have advocated for years.
Look at our children. They're the sickest children in the world. Congressman DeLauro, you say that you've worked for 20 years on getting food dye out. Give me credit. I got it out in 100 days.
I'll give you that credit.
All right, so let's work together and do something that we all believe in, which is have healthy kids in our country, for God's sake.
And in the second round, it's Norma, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Torres, taking on Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
The administration undermined that by offering deferred resignations to controllers. And at least 400 of them responsible for maintaining air traffic control systems were fired, resulting in delays to much needed upgrades.
We have not fired, haven't let any one air traffic
I didn't say
controller
they
go.
fired.
You said that we let 400 go. No one in air traffic control has been allowed to take a deferred resignation offer. We have preserved all of our safety critical mission positions, including air traffic controllers.
Yeah, but I don't know how they read every question. They can't memorize anything. Isn't that their job? All right, in the final fight of the night, Eric Fang Swalwell gets smoked by DHS Secretary Kristi Noem.
2 weeks ago, your agency deported a 4-year-old American citizen in a stage 4 cancer battle. What are you doing to get him back to the country so he can get his treatment?
Congressman, this mother wished to keep her family together and to take her child with her. So as every single person is given the opportunity to, medical care is given throughout the process.
Okay. Do you believe you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
That mother chose to keep her family together, and that is what President Trump is focused on.
That's not the facts of the case.
Yes, it is the facts.
Madam Secretary, moving on.
Confirmed that she wanted to keep her child with her, and our families and parents are given that ability to keep their children with them when they return to their home countries.
I just love it when they try and green light us on everything. And if they don't like the answer you got, they will cut you off. All I'm saying is, people, my family, we got some things coming up on us that's going to be serious, and they are going to affect us because people are looking for an easy way out. So if you're in the stores and you're shopping, you're looking around, and something bad has happened, it's not worth your life. Give them the food, let them have it. But if they come to your home base, protect yourselves. The law stands for that. Believe in the art of life. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, a soul for a soul. That is not right to harm an individual because you didn't plan your life. You kept everything in one bucket, or it ain't gonna never end. It ain't gonna never end. Because you're too lazy to get out. It's all about work. It's all about planning. Heck, told my kids, one job, you're doing good. 2 jobs, you're doing great. 3 jobs, now we making money. And they all have done very well on just that little word. Work your butt off while you're young. Put away while you're young. Another podcaster that I watch uses this term a lot. And you know who you are. Props up to you. He said the only person that's going to take care of the old you is the young you. I get his name up, I'll recall it for you. I watch him a lot. Very good on financial and stuff like that. So the next podcast, I'll make sure I drop his name. But this is what's happening, people. And this is all breaking news to try to call it to your attention. Like, share, and subscribe, people. And I might be coming back with one simple bit of information. Yeah, Smart Money Bro. That's his name. Awesome guy. He's to the point, and I've learned a lot from him. Shout out to you, Smart Money Bro. Y'all look him up, and hopefully he returns the favor to Stale community. But I've learned through life, even the Bible says those who work deserve to eat. So if things come too easy for you and they're too relaxed, 9 times out of 10, and you feeling no pain behind it, 9 times out of 10 you ain't working hard enough for it. Same thing with the Democrats, Republicans, all these millions of dollars. The Bible don't lie. What you do in the dark will come to light. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, may not be next year, may not be for 3 years. But boy, when it hits, it hits. And it's hitting now. Their slush funds are gone. All this money they asking for now, they broke. The people that even fund their parties are staying away. Kamala Harris pulled out a big dinner party. Everybody said no thanks. Nobody showed up. Why would they go for a woman that lost almost $2 billion to be president? In her feeble mind, she's going to run again for president. She thinks she's that great. Y'all keep pushing it. And I'll tell you right now, we dodge one heck of a bullet. She wants you to believe in her as God. President said that Jesus is Lord. She told him to get out. Blew him out. We don't want to hear about God. Believe me, Kamala, God's not forgetting that. Hey, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry about the props. Everything's getting so serious. But Janky Boy and a couple other people are coming back to talk to you. They get you rocking a little bit. So I put some of this aside. But I have to warn you things that are coming up. Like, share, and subscribe. And we will be seeing you very soon.